live in the LinkedIn platform as well. So we are actually streaming this from um, from Switzerland and all the way to YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So in the next couple of days, and actually the next couple 1 2 weeks, we're gonna talk about a series of videos, live stream videos. We're gonna talk about especially for Christian expert coaches and consultants that you have the desire to really bring your business to the six-figure and beyond level. And we're gonna talk about variety of things. Some are the very practical, strategic tactics, and some are where we need to work on ourselves, the mindset. So, if this is the first time we met, I want to take a moment to introduce myself. I'm Kelly Bother, and I am the mentor and coach for Christian entrepreneurs since 2008. At this season of my life, I'm really focusing on to help the expert coaches and consultants to bring their business to the six-figure level and or further, and by utilizing the power of one framework. And this framework actually has its own background story. In the 2018, I was invited, very honored and blessed to speaking on one of my business mentors, Chris Ducker's uh, stage that his annual Upreneur Summit. And I was asked to share that one big ideas, which is already work very well uh, with uh, with my clients. And when Chris told me that, I was thinking, well, no big deal, just one idea, right? But that is a problem. As you know, if you are entrepreneurs, you know that we entrepreneurs, we are not solo ideas. Right? So the next couple of weeks, I really struggle, and until the week I need to submit out my topic and slides. That morning, I was in my devotion time. I was standing in front of my flip chart, and I wrote a very big one, ONE, okay, because one idea. Then I was kind of in my complaining mode, and then I talked to God about why, you know, you put me on this situation that I don't know what to share. Then he started to ask me, what is that one thing that you always done for your clients, no matter they are just get started or they want to scale up to the next level from 5 to 6, 6 to 7 levels? What is that one thing need to happen? And I got epiphany aha moment. And that's what we're gonna talk about, the power of one framework in the next couple of days. But today, the topic you can see on your screen, it's called narrow is indeed the breakthrough to create a six-figure and beyond business. Now, if we go back to the Bible, right, in the Matthew 7:14, it say, but small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. It's not just as simple as when we heard a lot of people say, you need to niche down or niche down, right? Depends on you are in US or you are in England. Anyway, it's not just on that on the service level, because there's really a much deeper, both in the spiritual and also in the business world, right? So let me just give that's three reasons that why the small indeed is the gate and narrow the road leads to life, and only few find it. How we apply that to create your business. The reason number one, you need to go deep before you go wide, right? Let me just use a very practical live example. So think about when people have a serious medical issue, where do they go? Do they go to general practice or they go to the specialist? And which one gets to pay more, right? I think you know the answer. Because for the specialist, they can charge as the intensive the demand is much higher. And the patients also desire to solve the problem is at all-time high. So also, who gets to make more impact in that context, in this context? Okay, I'm not saying the family general doctor they are not creating impact. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in this context, when people have a specific medical issue, let's say they need a brain surgery, right? I don't think that in that situation that we will go to just the family general practice doctor, right? We need to go to the brain surgeon, and that is specialist. So I want to pose a question to you: is what kind of impact do you want to create, right? And the reason number two, when you are not seeking the narrow way for your business, you basically set yourself up to fail, a whole lot more chance to fail, because you basically put yourself in the same pot compared with all the A-lister. They already probably spend a whole lot more time already ahead of you. They have a larger platforms and audience credibility already. So often, I know as a Christian entrepreneurs that we have big hearts, we like to help people, and many of my clients, when they came to me, say, "Yeah, Katie, I just want to help people." I say, "Okay, so how do you help?" And they say, "Yeah, I just want to help them to have a stress-free life," or let's say if the leadership developing, I help them to grow their leadership team. So hear me out here. When you are not yet in the level such as Oprah Winfrey, John C. Maxwell, or Tony Robbins, that level just yet, if your message is vague, right? So, for example, actually, I'm the first batch of certified John C. Maxwell coaches and speakers. So, if I gonna put my message, say, as a leadership coach, I say, "Oh, I help corporation to build a great team." That is a very vague, high level message. So that's a switch the boat. If you are that company, they are looking for someone to really working on your team in different issues. If you just hear that sentence, "I help corporation to build a great team," why will you choose me rather than you should just go to John, right? So you need to really narrow it down what's team building, right? Specific which area and what the specific result you can create for your clients. And also maybe it's also create a great leadership team in which industry and in which level, right? Even in the same company, how you build the verbiage you got to use to talk to the executive team. Generally speaking, is a bit different than people that just growing up to the middle management, right? So that's the second reason. You don't want to set yourself up to a failure by put yourself basically in the same pot compared with the people way ahead of you. Okay. The reason number three, narrow way also serves as a filter or protection for both of you and your clients. So back to the medical situation. You know, do you ever have that experience of when your doctor misdiagnose you or the issues, or that just say not quite solve the problem? Recently, I had one day I woke up, I had very itchy eyelids, and then it continued a couple of days. I went to my family doctor, and the family doctor kind of examined everything and said that I don't think I have big problem. Just go home, take some tea bag, put it on a couple of days, it should solve the problem. And a week later, it still did not solve the problem. So I went to the eye specialist. 5 minutes in, the eye specialist already know what's going on and then prescribe a specific eye cream. And within 3 days, problem solved, right? That is when, again, it's the narrow way, right? Either you will be called faithful servants as you multiply the impacts. You'll be able to really create the impact, and you also able to multiply impacts of the ripple effects you create. When I say ripple effects, for example, I help people, they build a business. So if their business grow well, right? in my end, I done my great stewardship by serving them well. In their end, they also done their great stewardship, and then they go to serve on your clients. You create the ripple effects, And this is just a side note. You know that three talents story in the Bible, right? A master about to go away, and then there's three servants. He gave three servants different amount of the talents. So one give one give, I think one give 3 or 2, and one give 5, right? And then when he came back, the person who had 5 double it. Also, the middle person, either 2 or 3, also double it. But the very least one, he just hide it, so he did not. He still only had 1. And then the result is, right, the master took the one which did not multiply, gave to the one already had 10. As a Christian, when I ask people, say, what is faithfulness means to you? Most of people tell me a lot of awesome words, lovely words, loyalty, trustworthy, all that. But in the business mountain, if you want to call faithful, you need to multiply. You need to multiply what God has handed to you in your hand. That means your talents, your revenue, the impacts. Okay? So either you will be called faithful servants as you multiply the impacts and ripple effects you create in the business. Or you end up, if you're too vague, you end up steward badly because you got the wrong clients and drag both sides time, energy, and resource. Have you ever experienced that? Sometimes that you knew this person is not your ideal clients, but because of many reasons, so you took it in. And after that, the process was really dragging. I heard many of my clients experience that, right? And I experienced that myself in the early days. In that way, really did not do any good for both sides, right? So you see, if your offer is, back to the specialist, if your offer is a high demand by a particular group of people, right? And personally, I teach my clients, they create a $3,000 plus offer. So that offer will become a no-brainer for them. Think about, again, that medical issue. When people have a specific, maybe brain issue, they have to go to the brain surgeon. And pretty much it's a matter of kind of ask question, check out the credibility, they feel match. There's no question, they pay. And let's move forward, right? Because you tip the point of the balance. I want you to imagine balance. One side is your price tag. The other side is a perceived value of that price tag, your perceived value of your offer. And when it tip, basically the perceived value is so high against your price tag. And that's where the purchase your offer become a next logical step for your prospect. Does this make sense? So a lot of my audience, when they came to me and they become clients, and they're facing two common issues. One, they say, "Oh, Kelly, I don't attract enough right clients," or two, "I don't know how to do my pricing." And these two on the surface seems is two issues, and it seems all linked to kind of just, it's a client issue, it's I maybe I don't know how to do it, but actually not. In the Power One framework, we talk about when the business owner self know exactly where you standing, your identity in the season align with what God called you to do. We take inventory, we do assessment to help you figure that out. And then align with which specific group of people that God has called you to do in specific season. Then there is no friction When there is no friction, the sales will happen almost effortlessly. However, not many people willing to go that deep to do the first part of the work. Most of the programs they teach you go to find an avatar, go to find a pain point, and then just package something, sell them. Should work, right? Well, obviously not. Otherwise, why so many people got burned? So in the Power One framework, we actually work on the business owner itself first, and then we work on the clients. Then from there, we work on the communication with the clients, basically the pitch, the communication, and we go from there. Because from that, the rest is easy. So I hope that today you enjoy this episode. This episode is talk about why narrow is indeed a breakthrough to create a six-figure and beyond business. If you like it, please let me know whether you are watching me from LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook. And also, if we haven't connected yet, just get connected. And then please let me know what is your number one takeaway. Also, if you're interested, we have a free masterclass, only about 10 minutes. Is talk about how Power One framework can help you to move forward in your business in a very powerful way. And you will see a lot of testimonial there. You just go to powerofoneframework.com/masterclass. After the live video, I will get back and try to put a link there. Otherwise, it's powerofoneframework.com/masterclass. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we actually, let me see the topic, because I prepare a series of 9 topic to help you to move forward, no matter you enroll the program or not. So tomorrow we're gonna answer a key question in last 12 years in my coaching business. The question is, are you deceived? The people told you that you need a big audience to build a six-figure and beyond business. We're gonna talk to you about ascension model versus descension model. So if you don't want to miss it, get connected, and then we will make sure that you get notification. Okay? I will see you tomorrow.